Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Do you ever have days where you're just like, you know what, screw it, it's not worth it, and I just don't even know anymore? Well, yeah, stick around because I'm going to tell you how my day went yesterday and how it ended up, which was not what I expected. So yesterday morning, well, day before yesterday, I saw a post on Facebook that said something about change was coming or whatever, and somebody commented that change isn't coming. They've given up on that years ago. And that just kind of hit me. And I started thinking about it. And then I went into the downward spiral. Well, this isn't working and that isn't working. And I asked my angels to give me a sign probably a week ago, and I got nothing. And I mean, I asked for a specific sign and I got nothing. And all of this stuff is playing in my head. And I told my husband, I said, you know what? Some days I just, it's like I wake up and I think, this spiritual evolution, this awakening, this stepping out of the matrix, is it worth it? Because I look at people that just go about their day and they have no clue. They don't even have a clue that they need to wake up. And their life is just, they don't, no worries, and not that there's no worries, but they're not waiting on something to happen. They're not waiting on something to change. They think everything's peachy. And I'm sorry, my phone's shaking. But, and I'm like, really? This isn't supposed to be this hard. And then I think about, like people saying, well, you need to go get a job. Well, you need to go do this. Well, you need to go do that. And all what you're saying is nonsense. And and just questioning everything that I say. So, and I told him, I said, because I'm not clairvoyant, I don't see. It's like I can't look out there and see the angels. I can't see, whatever. So for me to prove it, I can't prove it, I don't know why my freaking phone's shaking so bad. But anyway, sorry about that. I can't prove it other than I just know down deep that it really is, So I went into this downward spiral, and it was like I just wanted to give up. I just wanted to say, you know what? Forget it. Sorry, I had to go get a jacket. It's a tad chilly. So I was just like, you know what? I'm done. I can't even. And I'm thinking, here I'm talking to my husband, trying to help him understand that life is a bigger picture. And he gets it, thank God, because he was the one that helped pull me out of this funk. But it's like, it's just one of those days where you start questioning everything and not in a productive manner. And I thought, I need to get out of this because really, the other part, when you start questioning, you start thinking, well, maybe the people that are asleep are the smart ones. Maybe they're the ones that are right. Maybe they're the ones that, maybe we're the ones that have been lied to, and they haven't been lied to. So, and then I think, because the other part of it is when I left my job, my job, 3 years ago, I thought my healing business was going to take off. I just knew it was going to take off. And I would be able to help people and, all that kind of stuff, because I was told that, you need to learn how to do this, Pam, because you have a gift for it. You need to learn how to do it because people are making bank. And not that I do what I do to make money, but I do have bills to pay, you know? So I thought, okay, well, I'll learn how to do what I feel called to do. And as soon as I left my job, it next to stopped. It just cut. I didn't change anything. It just the people started asking for help. And I was like, what in the world? And it's been that way for, I'm going to be honest, it's been that way pretty much the whole 3 years. And nobody wants to, they don't even want to hear about it. And I'm like, okay. And I've tried numerous things and everything comes up short. Everything hits a brick wall. And I'm like, what in the world? Why is nothing working? Nothing. And I started feeling like, like a failure. And then God showed, I was sitting in the chair and I was drinking my tea, and God, it was like my attention was pulled to my coffee cup or my teacup. And it was a cup I had made. I had a whole bunch of cups made, coffee mugs made when I ran my bakery. And God was like, Pam, you're not a failure because you ran a very successful bakery. Remember? What you're doing isn't what you're called for. It's not here yet. So relax. Enjoy this time because you're getting ready to get busy. And, and I started thinking about it and I was like, my bakery didn't happen overnight. I started out baking in my house and then one thing led to another and, I ended up opening a shop. And I remember thinking, there's no way I can bake enough cakes to pay my mortgage or pay the rent on this building. How is that going to work? And I just let it go. And I thought, you know what? If it's meant to be, it'll be. And I ended up having so much business that I had to turn people away because I'm only one person and I could only do so much business. I had more business than I could handle. And I made more money than it took to pay the rent and all the utilities and everything else because it was meant to be. And it was like that replayed in my head and replaced the negative talk, the negative stuff. Because I know that when it's meant to happen, it will happen. And it's going to blow my mind, much less yours when I tell you about it. I mean, God bless. So, sorry. I decided to sit outside today because it's nice, but the breeze is chilly, and so I don't have my stand, so I'm holding my phone. And yeah, I apologize. It's shaken, but anyway. So yeah, so when that happened, I started stepping into the positive stuff. And I started remembering that the angels are there. Even though they're not at my beck and call to just drop me a sign when I ask for it, they have helped me more, and they've been there more. Well, they're always there, but they have shown themselves more to me than I can even begin to tell you. So when I started realizing that, and when you ask God for a sign, He will show you. The universe will open up and show you a sign. And like I said, it was a simple coffee cup. that turned everything around for me. I mean, like, I was in tears. Literally. I was sitting here, I went to bed. I didn't sleep hardly at all because all of this shit was running through my head. And I woke up in a horrible mood. And like I said, I was just sitting there crying, feeling like I was worthless. And and if you watched my video a couple days ago about the somatic breath work, worthiness was huge, right? This was the releasing of the final bits and pieces of that. It just hit me. It's just what came to me. Because I felt unworthy. I felt worthless. I felt like a failure. I felt like I was letting my husband down. I was misguiding him. And he doesn't deserve that. And you know what he told me? He's like, Pam, in the midst of my tears and my just doubting myself, he said, you know what? You are fortunate enough to be married to a man that has studied this on his own and knows that what you say is true. And knows that we've been lied to. And I was like, oh, okay. But yes, I am fortunate enough to be married to a man that gets it. Because, you know, I don't know where I would have been without him yesterday. Other than, like I said, the coffee cup thing just, you know, it helped drastically. But so did he. And like I said, the fact that all of that shifted, then the great part was somebody reached in. I'm a member of a group. One of the guys reached out to me, and because I had put out my vision to a couple of the guys in the group that do different things, and I told them about what I wanted, you know, my big vision of what I want to accomplish. And neither one of them had gotten back to me yet. And I was like, okay, well, here you go again. Well, hello. 2 doves. 2 turtle doves just dropped in. Or mourning doves, whatever they are. Anyway. So I'm thinking neither one of them responded to me. And I'm like, okay, here we go again, another failed attempt. But after my pity party, I came back, I guess it was last night, one of the guys reached out to me and he's like, Pam, this is crazy. He said, what you're talking about is exactly what I felt like I was supposed to do after I joined this group. He said, I knew it was going to be huge. And it's what you're talking about. And I was like, oh my God. So there you go. You know, so now we're communicating back and forth. And, you know, he's like, it's going to be, you know, your husband's on point, you're on point, and this guy is on point. And the other guy is on point. It's just amazing how all this stuff has fallen together. And then another class came in, I guess yesterday, that I signed up for, and I just finished watching it. It's like, are you kidding? I'm telling you, it's darkest before the dawn, because it was a dark place yesterday, and now it's beautiful. I can't even explain it. It's amazing. So anyway, like I said, don't give up. If you get in those days, and the other part I'll tell you, because I do what I do, and because, you know, I tell people to think positive. Don't let the negative stuff weigh you down. Well, I'm human. It happens. But I felt guilty because I was letting it get me down. And I'm thinking, you're better than this. But I was feeling guilty. It's okay. If you have those days, don't feel guilty. It's okay. You're human. The biggest thing is don't get stuck in it. You know? Find something to get out of it. To get out of the shit talk in your head. So, anyway, and the other amazing thing, I'm going to put a link below in the description for my free ebook. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. People that are reading it are like, wow, that is amazing. And the other thing, because it's talking about liberating your mind, your consciousness, and stepping into your power. And it deals with limiting beliefs and what they are, how to get rid of them, and I finally got all the technology stuff, I think, worked out to be able to get that to you guys. That was the other thing I was working on because I was hitting walls with that. So I'm going to put that link below. And yeah, it's amazing. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope this makes sense. I hope it helps somebody because, like I said yesterday, it was a 180. I went from feeling like crap and feeling worthless to being like, you know what? I got this. I'm back in the saddle and I am ready to ride. So have an amazing day, guys. Sending you lots of love. If you have questions, let me know. Click the link okay. Click the link below for the ebook, the free ebook. Click the like button and subscribe to my channel. There, I got it all out. It took a minute, but anyway, I will talk to you later.